guys, and welcome to a special edition of Demo Divas. It is currently 11 o'clock. We are 1 hour before the Elimination Chamber show. I thought that this would be cool for us to just be a pre-show. Um, we're not as official as that panel thing that they always do. We don't have a pre-show match for you, but it's okay. We're going to talk about women's wrestling, which is the best thing on the planet. So let's start with intros. Kylie, how are you doing today, and who are you?
Well, my name is Kylie. Thank you for the spoiler. I'm doing great today. I'm so excited about this show.
Are you lying?
That's all you had to say?
No, I mean, I'm so excited about Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sounds good. Haley, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm a little tired. It's early, but I'm here. We're thriving. We're going to have a great show. Yeah.
We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to be positive.
Thriving's a word. I don't think we're going to go with our general rating systems today.
Yeah.
We don't really want to focus on the ratings. There's lots of stuff that we need to get through. So we're just going to kind of talk about everything from everywhere. It was a big week in the world of women's wrestling. There was lots of stuff that happened, and we're going to touch on some of it. Do we want to start with AEW? Because I feel like that's normally where we start.
Sounds good.
Okay. Let's start with this no DQ match that we had on Dynamite. We saw Mercedes Martinez take on Thunder Rosa in a no DQ match. What were your guys' thoughts on this match? Were there any spots in particular that you guys liked or remembered?
I thought it was really good. The spot where Thunder Rosa went up on the little guardrail, and that I'm assuming it was just a fan, helped her up.
Yeah.
That was, I loved that. I loved every second of this match and I feel like they really had to deliver at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to see where the Mercedes Britt saga goes. This ticked all the boxes for me.
Yeah, well, I saw Kayla from Church of Joshi post that video, which looked like she was right next to the person who was the one helping Rosa. And I think AEW even shared it or whatever. So that was really cool to see. But this match is now official for Revolution. We have Britt Baker taking on Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's World Championship. I have some thoughts on this because there's no stipulation to this match. And I'm hearing, okay, there's time, whatever. But I would have thought that they would have announced the stipulation with the match, kind of like they did with the dog collar match. I'm expecting like a cage match or something here. Do you guys want a stip or you want the regular match, or do you have any preference?
I think I would like a stipulation. I don't know. They really delivered with the lights out match, so maybe that's just why I want one. I don't know. But I think it needs one.
And I said this on Twitter, either it needs a stipulation like a cage match or anything, or it has to go really long and it has to be a super intense, technical, just flashy singles match. Because you cannot have this feud end with a 10-minute match in the middle of the card. You can't do it. Not the Thunder Rosa. Not this time.
Hi, Alex. Alex is confirming that Kayla was there and that their friend Adam was the one that was able to help Thunder Rosa up on the guardrail. Also, Alex, congratulations on your new show with Complex. Saw that. So excited for you. Make sure you guys check that out. They're doing a live reaction show at 12 today on Spotify Green Room with Complex Unsanctioned. So be sure to check that out. We'd love to support our friends over here, especially the women in wrestling media. But do you guys think this is where we get the title change?
100%. I think so. Yeah,
okay.
They have to.
Okay, I'm glad because we're all on the same page. I was on my Twitter and people are thinking that she's gonna get screwed and Britt is gonna win and they're gonna do another match of Double or Nothing. And I was like, there's no way we're gonna hit rematch city on this match here. Thunder technically doesn't even have a win over Britt in the books. So if we're looking at that, there's no way that we can kind of have Britt beat her. You can just say, oh, well, Rosa technically never actually beat Britt, so
it would kill the crowd. If Rosa doesn't win, the crowd is going to be disappointed. They're going to be angry, and you can't immediately continue the feud. Like, you'll have to have a long cool-off period. And I think this is the natural end to her first title run. They already have things set up that she can do outside of the title picture with, her little squad. So it's got to happen.
I think that idea of that little squad is so interesting. I was talking with Joe Holpert when I was doing the free agent show yesterday, and we were talking about how there's a lack of women's factions in AEW compared to the men's factions. There's obviously some women and male factions or whatever, but that Britt faction is the first one we've ever seen that's like an actual female faction. I mean, obviously there's like the partnerships, Ty and Anna, Britt. I mean, not Britt. The Bunny and Penelope. But I pitched that if Athena were to come in, I could see her taking like AQA and even Red Velvet, and maybe if they really wanted to bring Jade into that mix as well, and kind of have a veteran with rookies, almost rookies like stable. Do you think that there's any appeal for stables within the women's division, or if there's any way that we could work them out? Like thinking of the current booking that we're working with now.
I definitely think it would work. I think that in the men's divisions, the factions add a lot. Like, I think so. The camaraderie of it. I think there's a lot of storytelling you can do within a faction and between factions, and we can't do that in the women's division because there's only one faction, one true faction. So I think we could do it. My only problem is the division is so small that everyone would have to be in a faction, and then we kind of get into muddy waters there.
I would agree. Haley, you have any thoughts on that?
I agree. I think with the Thunder Britt match, it also may be testing the waters because, you know, they have their faction. They're kind of working. I like how they're implementing Jamie and Mercedes, and kind of like, I like that. So.
Yeah, I really like that feud. I like how they're kind of actually letting that feud build, and it's a storyline that's not for one of the championships. So I'm very excited for that. If you guys do want your comments to get read on air, make sure to send a super chat. We're unable to bring them on the screen, but we will make sure that they get read. I also do want to say I have some issues with Rampage now.
Okay.
I made a post when they announced that Serena's rookie challenge was going to be on Rampage. I was like, okay, this better not be the only women's match.
We called this, didn't we?
We did last week. Yeah,
we said, I really hope this isn't a cop-out for women's matches on Rampage, and here we are.
We got a 2 to 3 minute match for a women's match on Rampage.
Yeah.
The only thing I liked about it was commentary. I don't remember who it was. Maybe someone remembers. Said that they think Serena Deeb is picking her opponents, and it's not random, which I think is super interesting because, you know, it adds to her whole, like, I'm the veteran, I'm better than everyone, but not really persona. Yeah. I hope this leads to Shida again. Serena Deeb versus Shida is like, that's my favorite AEW match, and I really enjoy the feud. Or maybe someone new. This has to go somewhere. We can't keep doing this forever.
Yeah. I want this ended quickly. I feel like this just feels like a cop-out to me. And Serena's great. Serena's amazing. She has an amazing finisher. But if that's all you're going to do is you're going to give a veteran, you're going to give one of your veterans who always has TV time a match weekly, 1. 2, you're not going to use assigned talent when you have signed talent who are rookies, issue number 2. And 3, if these matches are going to be under 5 minutes, and the point is that they're under 5 minutes, you're going to give me a women's squash match and be like, here, deal with it. Like, they used to do this with Jade's matches.
Yeah.
But, like, Jade, okay, we understood that she needed the short matches. Serena can go. You can give her a rookie and just have her beat her. Like, I don't know why we need a 5-minute challenge stipulation. I have been hearing the Athena is the one who debuts or whatever, but I also talked about this with Joe, that like if they tried to do that and like Athena was under a mask or whatever, or it was just an Athena debut, her style is too distinguishable. So like maybe if you were to bring in like a Tegan Knox or a Nixon Newell in that position where like she had a mask on or something like that, I could understand that more if you're trying to hide their identity and then they take it off and then they beat Serena and oh wow, yeah, cool, we got a new debut. But regardless of where this goes, I want this ended quickly. I want this finished by Revolution.
Yeah, it has to be. It's going to get so old. And it's like, you're just going to anticipate her winning every week. So what's the point? Like, she doesn't gain anything from it. It's just annoying at that point.
Yeah. We do have a TBS title match scheduled for Dynamite. We have Jade Cargill taking on the Bunny, which I believe is the first signed talent she's facing for the TBS Championship since she's won it. Because she did Sky Blue. Sky Blue, I don't think is officially signed. I think she's on a tiered. We did AQA. AQA got signed after. And then there was another competitor who she faced recently, and I'm not remembering who they were. What are your guys' thoughts on this match with the Bunny? How do you think it will play out?
And okay, I love the Bunny. I've been, Allie, I've been a big fan forever and ever. I'm not a fan of her booking in AEW, and I don't know if there's other factors that go into it. If she's doing other things, I don't know. I think they could definitely do more with her. And I hope she gets a really good showing here. But given how much they're stressing that Jade is undefeated and that she's dominant and powerful and she could be anyone and everyone, I'm scared this match will go like 5 to 10 minutes. And it's just there. And I feel like that's what Jade's matches are becoming. They're just there. The same thing with Serena Deeb. She's basically guaranteed to win until she has an opponent that's worthy of beating her. So everyone's just floating at this point.
Yeah, I would agree. The thing with me, this I think spans over lots of brands for me right now. Is I think that we're just waiting for somebody to come and take the title off of this person. Like with Britt, she has the Rosa storyline, but like she's not defending. So we're just waiting for Rosa to take the title off of her. Same thing for Becky. We're waiting for hopefully Bianca, we'll get there in a little bit, to take the title off of her. And then same thing for Charlotte, waiting for Ronda to come and take the title off of her. Even in NXT, I'm waiting for somebody to come and take the title off of Mandy. Like they're not getting engaging storylines, engaging feuds that like I can sink my teeth into this. I'm very excited for this. I'm looking forward to this. Like Jade, even when Cody and Sammy were both battling for the TNT Championship, that was still a feud. You don't always have to do the open challenge format for a TV title. So I think Jade would benefit from having an actual feud right now. And I'm trying to think if she's had an actual feud. I have a bad memory, so I might not really remember this well. If she's had an actual feud with somebody recently. Not
as TBS champion, no.
Yeah. Maybe before, and there's something that I'm forgetting, but like, yeah. Let's kind of transition a little bit away, but we're still going to involve one of an AEW talent. We saw a match between Thunder Rosa and Athena at Warrior Wrestling. Did you guys all get to watch this match?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. It went to a 30-minute draw, and after both of these women were able to speak on the mic and kind of cut a promo, address the fans, it was very heartwarming. What did you guys think about this match? It was Athena's first match back. It was for the Warrior Wrestling Women's Championship, I believe. And it seems like this is going to be a storyline that's continuing either within Warrior or within AEW. We're not too sure yet, but it seems like Athena got booked again and Rose is the champion.
So I actually really enjoyed this match. I think for it being her first match back, like she wasn't too rusty at all. Like she looked really good. She was pulling off some really cool moves off the top of the rope. I just thought it was great. She had me for a second with her feigning her ankle injury. I did too.
I really
was oh no, she needs an award for that. I was really scared. But I would love to see them run this back again. It was really good.
I think people forgot just how good Athena is.
Oh yeah,
because in NXT she had a lot of great matches in NXT, but her WWE run in general, if we gave it an overall assessment, it wasn't a true representation of what she's capable of. And I think she's really going to shock a lot of people. And I'm so excited. I love her.
Yes. Well, speaking of Athena, transition. We have a Deonna Purrazzo open challenge for either the ROH or AAA Women's Championship at No Surrender tonight. Athena posted a tweet about 15-20 minutes ago that basically was saying, oh, I'm going to cause some trouble this weekend. Where do you think you'll see me? Yada, yada, yada. If you had to bet, how much money would you put on Athena being the one to answer that open challenge right now?
I'm trying to separate my heart from my brain.
Okay, fair.
So, Haley, what do you think?
I wrote in my notes like earlier this morning that like I would love to see her come in, especially because she did an interview recently where she said she would love to take one of the titles off of Deonna. So I was like, okay, maybe like, you know, I don't know. It's hard. I want to see her.
I want to see her. I want her to have all the titles, of course. I mean, she could just be working. She could just be, you know, getting buzz for herself, which good for her because she deserves it. I think the match would be incredible, and you know it worked. I'm gonna watch Hard to Kill now. So
no surrender.
Oh, no surrender.
Oh my God. I've done the same thing. It's fine. I literally was searching up Hard to Kill, and I was like, why is Hard to Kill not coming up?
It's just like stuck in my brain. I think because this year Hard to Kill was so good.
It was
especially for the women. So I'm like,
dude, Hard to Kill was amazing. Speaking of Hard to Kill,
segue.
I was literally about to say it, but I forgot the words.
I did too. Oh my God. Well, we have my girl, Tasha Steelz, taking on Mickie James for the Knockouts Championship. I will be taking multiple victory laps today. Tasha Steelz will be winning that belt. She is the winner of the Ultimate X match, and she currently has the X. She will be cashing it in for this match against Mickie James. This week, I think I almost talked myself out of the idea of Tasha winning when I was doing some other shows. I got really nervous. I got really upset. I got scared. I got anxious. All of my feelings are involved in this match. Especially, even if I didn't have that Tasha interview before, I would have been super emotional. But now that I did have that interview, I'm even more emotional. How are you guys feeling about this match? I'm very excited for Tasha and what this means for her career. But what do you guys have? What thoughts do you guys have on this? Sorry.
I think it's an interesting matchup. I think they're both very good in the ring, and I'm interested to see what kind of sequences they can put together because they're both very fast and they're very athletic. So from that perspective, I'm super excited. I'm scared that Tasha won't win. I think she's going to. I should probably say that out the gate. I think she's going to. This is her time. I think they've really been building her for months and months and months to be the new champ. But now that you're talking, Jaychele, now I'm scared and I'm nervous.
It's the comments, like it's Twitter, and it was the comments, and they were just getting to me, and I was just like,
you know how Twitter is.
Because I'm thinking, like, if we have Athena come in and she wins one of the championships, are we gonna have another title change as well, in the women's division as well? Like, I don't know. Maybe I need to not overthink it and just be excited.
Now
I
you're
feel
giving
like.
me anxiety now.
Dude, see? I'm telling you, it's scary. But that means it's good. If we're feeling things, that means it's a good thing. You know? We're all excited for Tasha. Are we all rooting for Tasha to win here?
Oh, heck yeah.
Obviously.
Okay, I had to confirm. Sorry, don't shoot me. But yes, I'm very excited for this match. We also have Jordynne Grace taking on Matt Cardona for the Digital Media Championship. I think it's also fair that we give some intergender love on the show as well. I love Jordynne Grace. I hope she gets that belt back. I don't think that she will here, but I hope that she does.
Listen,
they're both so good. It's such a good feud on Twitter. It's everything. So good.
Yeah.
Listen, when I was at the AIW show, I was the only person that screamed justice for Jordynne Grace. Listen, and then, you know, I got some beer spilled on me, so I have beef with Matt Cardona now, so I need her to take this title back.
Who spilled beer on you?
Matt Cardona!
Hold on.
You didn't... I thought I told you guys.
You told us about this.
Yeah.
You told Kylie.
Girl, I tweeted about it. Matt Cardona literally tweeted me back.
I didn't see that.
Oh,
I didn't get told
didn't
about
know
that.
you were you. Oh, Jaychele. She has beef with Matt Cardona.
I do.
So okay, here's what we need to do. We need to start a hashtag. Justice for Jordynne Grace, and we'll get it going, and Jaychele can be part of it.
Are we all gonna have beef with Matt then?
Yes.
Can I still be friends with Chelsea?
Yes.
Oh, we love Chelsea.
Okay.
So some women just have bad husbands.
Yeah. Okay.
Where is this show going, dude?
I don't know, dude.
It's too early. More live.
Should we segue?
Yes.
Segue. Actually, I do have one. Roxy had a match against Deonna. I'm good at this sometimes. Roxy had a match against Deonna. I just screamed, I'm sorry. In Impact, where she defeated her for the ROH World Championship. I am very interested to see. We saw Booker T kind of come out and say that she got signed. Then he walked it back, said, "My apologies, she didn't." So how did you feel about that? What do you guys think about Roxy?
I love Roxy. I was excited because there were reports, was it last week, that she was backstage?
So well, Sean in the Q&A show said that she's been in and around the Performance Center.
Yeah.
And that was like yesterday, the day before yesterday. So
yeah. So I mean, I'm excited for her. I feel like they would be foolish not to sign her. Mm-hmm. You know, she's super young. She's only 20. She has so many years ahead of her in this business. So, you know, even if something does happen, like,
she can go right back to wherever else she wants to go. Yep.
Yeah.
There's so much upside to Roxy, and she's exactly what WWE says they're looking for, someone who's young, someone who's athletic, who can be trained. I think she would fit in perfectly there. I hope if she does sign, that if she goes to NXT 2.0, she doesn't get mixed up with these high school girl characters. She sticks true to herself, because ROH Roxy, Independence Roxy on the main roster would be incredible. I think the Booker T thing is interesting. The way he walked it back made me think, oh, yeah, she probably signed. But I would
agree.
That's just how I interpreted what he said.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
I'm very excited. Well, shout out to ALW in the comments in the chat. Thank you for checking out this show. We very much appreciate all of the kind words that you're giving. But yeah, I think Roxy's destined for NXT. I feel like if she wasn't, she wouldn't have dropped that title. If she wasn't, we would have seen her somewhere else, because she hasn't really worked any indie dates or anything like that yet. So I think she's destined. I really hope she doesn't debut in the Dusty Classic. I hope she doesn't debut on Level Up. I'm very scared, but I'm kind of hopeful. I think her talent's gonna shine through. I hope they treat her kind of like a Cora Jade almost. I feel like Cora Jade is.
See them team up.
Dude, don't get me excited, dude.
Love that.
Oh my god, I feel like they've done a really good job with Cora Jade right now, not toying with her too much. She's still very much herself. She's still proving herself, you know. The Raquel Gonzalez team, though.
We all know how you feel. you have opinions about Raquel, but
everybody should have opinions about Raquel.
It's true.
Her boyfriend started to control the narrative, so take from that what you will. Moving on. Let's talk about another person who could be coming to WWE. Brandi Rhodes.
Guys, this is so weird. I'm sorry.
It's a lot.
And with all this, the stuff Kenny said in his interview on Wrestling Observer, I'm like, this is so weird. What is happening with the Rhodes family?
I'm so confused.
Rose the Top and on Twitter and like all these things, she wants to wrestle. So clearly she's going somewhere to wrestle. Her being in WWE is just bizarre to me as a wrestler, I should say.
Roxy is not dating EC3. Raquel Gonzalez is dating the Titan Adam Shear. That's what I was saying. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just wanted to clarify that. But I do want to I want to push a little bit here, because remember when I told you that I thought that Cody was psychotic? Kylie?
Yeah. I didn't know you were just going to come out with that.
Yeah. Whatever. Because I was confused. I was like, how is this happening? How is this happening? Maybe like the way that this whole thing worked was that Brandi was like, I just want to be a mom now. Maybe she's just having like a change of heart, because it seems like she might not be coming to WWE, but it seems like Cody is. So I'm going to say that she is, because if Cody's going somewhere, she's definitely going with him in some shape or form. I just don't know how they think that if they want creative control, if they want all this freedom, that's the place to go for it.
Why would you leave the place that you had at least a little bit?
Well, it seems like a lot of it was the loss of like executive power as well, not just creative power, executive power. And I guess if you're not going to have executive power or, the role that you want as sort of the face of AEW, the big, like the Vince McMahon of AEW, you might as well go to WWE and get paid. I mean,
I'm not going to fault him for that.
I would never fault someone for that. Go get your money.
Heck yeah.
The Rhodes family going back to WWE after all the shots they've taken at WWE, all sort of the things they've said in interviews, the stories they've told. I don't know. It's such a weird thing. I feel like I'm in an alternate universe.
Well,
like I don't have the terms.
There's so many other components too, like the Paige Van Zant and Brandi storyline getting dropped and Rhodes to the Top. I know I was reading that they started filming season 2. I don't remember who reported this, but like they don't know what to do with this footage. So there's just a lot of components.
That.
They started filming. I don't know, because John Cena is on TBS. He does Wipeout. So like, and I think he has a Legends deal with WWE. So like, clearly they'll make exceptions. I just don't know how you're going to have Rhodes to the Top. That was season 1, so AEW centric and about their stuff in AEW. You're going to do it about WWE now?
And like WWE doesn't even do those shows anymore. If they would, I would say bring back my Total Divas, bitch.
Yeah.
At least they have that Carmella and Corey show on YouTube, right?
That's a
it's
show,
not
or is that a podcast?
I don't know.
I don't pay attention.
I thought it was a show.
Dude, I don't pay attention to Corey Graves. I don't know. All I know is he sent a flirty text message to Vince, and I thought that was funny. But I think it's super intriguing however this plays out, because regardless, this is going to be an interesting story to look back on once everything plays out. Like, we're going to be like, okay, so all this stuff came out and they went there, and now what is Brandi doing? I
don't know.
Unless you're going to go get like a regular like CBO job, which I think would be wild.
See, but here's the thing. she was so adamant for so long that she was going to have the baby and come back and wrestle and really get into it. So I don't know. Brandi and WWE, that's an odd couple pairing.
I think that the crowd would hate her more there than like I don't get it. Like
I think Cody
I think the crowd would like her. I think that they would cheer her, dude. Because when I always like imagine like people are gonna boo. Well, I mean, I guess people are gonna boo Becky Lynch because she's bad. Like she's a bad heel, but they still cheer her because she's the man. So I'm like, if Brandi wrestles at least decently and gets carried through her matches, I don't think people are really gonna be able to tell over there. Like the hardcore fans will care. But, like, I don't think people in the arenas are actually going to give a fuck. That's about Cody or Brandi.
I don't know. I think she likes being a heel.
I think that was the whole thing. That was the whole thing on Rose to the Top, too, because she wanted to come back as a heel, and Cody was like, no. Like, not me knowing this, but he was like,
I watched the show.
And she was like, no, I don't want to. And, so.
Yeah, I didn't watch that show. I watched 2 episodes, and I was like, no.
I watched the entire season, and I hate myself for it. So,
Okay. Well, then. Brandi, God bless Brandi. Oh, my God. I don't know how this is going to play out. I don't even understand why Cody is going.
I don't either. I guess he wants to have his dad's legacy and, all this stuff, but Dusty... He was a great wrestler. He was even better booker and trainer. And WWE is not the place you're going to do that as Cody Rhodes. And at first I thought maybe he was going to start his own promotion. He and Brandi were going to team up with someone. But now WWE seems to be their landing place.
I
don't
don't
know.
understand this still. I was taking a nap when this news broke. So mind you,
Yes.
I'm waking up. Everything's on fire outside. Um, and I'm still confused. I just don't. How did we get here? How was there this implosion of the EVPs? How did they end up being just like business colleagues? How did Cody go from, oh, basically fuck the WWE to I want to go to the WWE? Like there's so much stuff now. And like we all thought Cody just wasn't like was playing a tweener, I guess. But it seemed like he actually didn't want to go heel now.
Yeah. And he was just, I think at a certain point, they both realized we're probably not going to get what we want. And they just decided they were just going to mess with the crowd and get reactions.
I don't even know if it's that. I feel like he got, okay. Maybe he threw a fit because he was getting booed. And he was like, I'm going to go to WWE where they'll cheer me, where they'll value what I'm doing. That's the only thing I can think of the reason that he would be like, I want to go to WWE and not stay here. Like, just turn heel. You would fix a lot of your problems.
Yeah, I don't know. And I'm worried about Brandi. If she wants to go and be a mom, she can go and be a mom. That's her thing. I will support her doing that. I'm just worried about her as a Black woman in WWE with, you know, all the history her husband has made with Vince McMahon. And I'm like scared. I'm actually scared for her.
I can't wait until Brandi tries to cut another I'm a black bitch promo and Bianca or Naomi are looking at her like, you're what?
They'll do it.
They will.
They're going to look at Brandi and they're going to be like, hey, you remember when you yelled at Jade? Yeah, we want that. And they're going to make, if she goes, of course. I don't know. But they're going to want
bring
that.
her on as a manager. I feel like the most likely scenario is Brandi comes on as Cody's manager. Like, if we see Brandi in WWE, I feel like that's the most likely thing we would see.
She's so good as a manager, so it will work.
Yeah. And then maybe we end up with, like, Rusev, Lana. Lana started wrestling. Brandi starts wrestling a little bit.
I wouldn't object to that. I wouldn't. If they're going to be in WWE, that's a good way to do it.
I mean, they might as well make the most of it, I guess.
They just want their money, I guess, right? I mean, you can't fault them for doing that.
Get your bag.
And in the chat, I don't think that him going to WWE is better for his family unless Brandi isn't going either, because that schedule is a lot harder. Especially on people who do have families. So it would make more sense to stay in AEW if you wanted to. Not that, I mean, I guess there's always the balance which people have to make within themselves is, do I want to spend time with my family or do I want to provide for them with money? And that's the option that those wrestlers will have to make. But yeah, there's that. Let's talk about a person who left WWE kind of secretly. I mean, not secretly fully, but kind of sort of secretly. There was no announcement that the person was leaving or anything like that. They just left. I mean, WWE doesn't really announce anything anymore. But Kyrie Sane is now in Stardom, just under the name KAIRI. How are you guys feeling about that? What are you guys looking forward to over there?
I'm so excited. I'm kind of like a closet Stardom nerd. I don't tweet about it a lot, but I love Stardom. I love Joshi in general, and that's where she belongs. That's where she was great in WWE. I'm not gonna knock her run there. She belongs in Stardom and with that level of talent. And Stardom is on the rise creatively, in the ring, with the fans, everything. They're really firing on all cylinders. And I'm so excited. I saw the news. I didn't watch the show. I saw the news and I was shaking. I was so excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited for her. So I watch a little bit of Stardom, not like a ton, but now I'm definitely going to. But like, you know, she's a Stardom OG. She was kind of like the beginning of the domino effect with kind of talent from Stardom or like working with Stardom and WWE. And so I'm just really excited for her. I'm glad she gets to be back home, and I just hope that she explores her options. And yeah.
Sorry, a random person just called me. I don't even have their number.
Again?
What?
But back to, I'll just talk about Kyrie while you figure that out.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
I really think the West is starting to get an interest in Joshi. And I think that this acquisition is major, both because she's Kyrie and she's incredible, but I think it'll be major for like continuing to bridge the gap, because Western people, they love Japanese wrestling, but it's always New Japan.
Yeah.
And there's other men's promotions too that don't get as much attention as New Japan. Yeah. I just hope that people see Kyrie and Stardom. They're on Twitter, they're seeing it, and they tune in, because Stardom is consistently one of the best wrestling promotions in the world. And nobody knows about it in the West. It's so annoying.
Sorry, I realized who the number was. They FaceTimed me, and they shouldn't be FaceTiming me, so their number is now blocked. But I'm very excited to see Kyrie over there. I haven't watched much Stardom, being honest, but she's definitely a draw for me. I will definitely watch for her. And I feel like we're going to start to see a lot of these releases or recent releases if they don't get signed, because being frank, it's a lot harder to get signed as a woman than it is as a man. I'm excited to see what they're able to do. I think we'll see some of them pop up in Stardom. I'm very excited. I think I saw a match between Kyrie and Tegan, or at the time, I guess, Nixon, from like 2017, and it was really good. I'm very excited to see how they do over there. Let's start with some Elimination Chamber predictions, if you guys are okay with that. Let's talk a little bit about these matches. We're about 25-ish minutes away now. I do have the card over here somewhere. Let me see where it went. I apologize, but the first match that we do have is Becky Lynch taking on Lita for the Raw Women's Championship. And I think that this match is hilarious. Apparently there's a match going on in the pre-show in 10 minutes likely, which is Rey Mysterio versus The Miz, but we don't really care about that. So what are you guys thinking about Becky Lynch versus The Miz? Versus The Miz. Oh, God. Becky Lynch versus Lita. Oh, good Lord.
I think it's going to be good. I don't think there's any way it would be bad. Yeah. I just don't want it to be long. I don't think those two need to go that long.
Oh. Yeah. Hi, Dylan.
Dylan's in here?
Yeah, he's in the
look
chat.
in the chat.
Hi. Yeah, but I'm, excited. I think Becky's going to retain, obviously. I'm just happy to see, a legend and a future Hall of Famer rubbing elbows like this. I think that they're both trailblazers of the women's division in their own ways. It's very much a dream match, so I'm excited.
I think, did you guys see the interview where Lita was like, WWE has no plans for me after Elimination Chamber?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, well, we knew that, but you don't have to say it. Damn. I don't know. I think it's going to be a good match. Maybe I shouldn't say this. Honestly, I haven't been super into Becky or her matches recently.
No, you're right. You should say
it. This ends up in a roll-up. Just fucking kill me, dude. Dude, if you're going to fucking roll up a fucking Hall of Famer, I'm going to quit. I already don't want to watch this show. And if you roll up Lita...
It could happen. It really could. That's something they would do.
It's something that WWE would do, though. So
people are getting excited about Becky versus The Miz. I apologize.
It would be good. Are you kidding?
It would be.
Is Becky the heel or the face?
I think they could both be heels and just try to outdo each other at being mean. It'd be great.
Good Lord. Do we want to talk about the men's matches too, or do you only want to do the women's?
Only the women's.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all we care about.
I was gonna say we could just give like a one-liner, like just one choice, but it's fine. We also have Naomi and Ronda Rousey taking on Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville.
We have thoughts about this.
Hold on. There is a stipulation that Ronda has to wrestle with one arm tied behind her back.
So stupid. What they're gonna do is they're gonna tie that arm behind her back, and she's gonna control the whole match and dominate everyone. And this is just about getting her over as, just better than everyone. Yeah.
She's supposed to be a baby face. Baby faces can win with one arm tied behind their back. It happened last night.
You know what? As long as Naomi gets a win out of this, I don't even care.
You know what I liked the most was how Naomi was like making the crowd get excited. And then Ronda was just laughing and smiling. I was like, oh, you can smile.
You have feelings and emotions?
You're a semi good person on TV. Oh, can you do that forever? If you're gonna play a babyface, then be a babyface on TV and don't act like you hate the crowd.
It makes sense to us, but does it make sense to her? Clearly not.
No, I think it makes sense to her. She just doesn't want to. She doesn't care. She wants a baby. She don't want to be there. She's just doing it because she got a contract and money.
That's
and
fair.
You know what? It's fair. Whatever.
Get your money. I don't care. Just do it. I'm just scared Naomi's gonna look like an absolute idiot in this.
Don't
match.
you say that. Don't you say that. It's Black History Month.
Well, why isn't her arm behind your back?
You know what happens during Black History Month. They like Naomi during this month. Do not spoil this for me.
Well, Naomi should have her arm behind her back too. That way she can look cool too.
That's not cool. Don't do that to her.
Worse, I think. Like,
no, they're gonna have Ronda do so many things in this match with one arm, and she's gonna look awesome. And Naomi deserves.
She's gonna do a one-arm hip throw. She's gonna. Is that a hip toss?
Hip toss. Yeah.
She's gonna go like this.
Yeah, she's gonna do one arm everything, and everyone's gonna bump like crazy for her. And then Naomi's gonna get in there, and they're gonna beat her up. Watch.
Are you guys enjoying my
prediction.
move set? I feel like every time I do this show, I end up doing wrestling moves. I don't know how.
You're so talented,
dude. I'm going to wrestling school in August. I'm excited.
Don't die.
Good luck.
It's for one day. I'll be fine. It's like a one-day fantasy camp thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry. Good lord. Who's winning?
Ronda.
I mean, Ronda and Naomi.
Okay. And Sonya's taking the pin.
Yeah, Charlotte would not take the pin. No.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page. Don't be snapping at me, y'all.
I want to snap at you.
Who has moves like Walter, me or Ronda? I don't know what that means.
That was the new Walter.
Good lord. I mean, I could take his name since there's no Gunther.
You can't be Walter.
Why?
Jaychele, he's massive.
I'm doing chops. Hold on.
That was a Suzuki level chop right there.
Yeah, it was so loud. I really felt like the ribs cracking.
Yeah.
I felt it in my soul, you know?
Yeah. Dude, my hand's stinging, dude.
You can't be Walter if your hand is stinging.
Both of them are stinging. This one hurts more, but this one's bad too.
That's why we're not Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey doesn't do chops.
Yeah, but she could probably do like 30 of them.
I'm Walter 2.0. Thank you. See, I could do a Ronda move. She does the arm bar. Hold on, guys. This is not gonna go well.
Girl, you're gonna. Yep.
Like a koala, like hanging to a branch.
That's cool. Like a sloth, like
yeah,
giving sloth.
Walter 0.4. That's you. But Jaychele, do you think Ronda's winning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad we're all on the same page.
1/4 the size, 1/4 the power.
They're really coming for you.
That would be 0.25 actually, but moving on.
Oh.
I used to teach
math
class. Good lord. Take that shit to the UFC. I could go to the UFC. I think I'd be great there. I would fight Israel Adesanya. You know who that is?
Yes.
Haley, you know who that is?
Yep.
What are my odds against him, you think?
0.
Girl, you could try, but
yeah. Okay. We have this Elimination Chamber match. Liv Morgan taking on Rhea Ripley, taking on Bianca Belair, taking on Doudrop, taking on Nikki ASH, taking on Alexa Bliss for a Raw Women's Championship match at WrestleMania. Who's winning? Who do you guys have?
There's only one correct answer, and it's Bianca Belair.
Period.
It has to be.
Can I show you guys what I got this weekend, or my boyfriend gave me? I kind of told you guys, I think. Well, I think Kylie saw.
Oh, yeah.
So cute.
I also pre-ordered the Bianca Belair pop
I saw
figure.
your tweet about that.
I'm gonna make them kiss when it comes in.
Perfect. Like Barbies.
Yeah, I used to make. Never mind. Can't make inappropriate jokes.
Okay, let's not.
Dude, I was gay from when I was little, dude.
I felt that.
I have little Montez, and he's gonna be rooting for Bianca here. He got his little cup. We want the smoke. I got Asuka too. I thought she was gonna be in the match, but she's not.
I miss her.
I just. Well then.
How are you guys feeling about this show so far?
Demo Divas.
Why doesn't Montez have a fade, dude? That looks bad.
I don't know, dude.
Almost
as bad as Elimination Chamber. Listen. I don't want to be like, because I know people are excited about the show and whatever. I am not excited about this show. I'm just gonna be frank. I think I'm just nervous. And I'm scared that the women aren't going to get time and attention. They're gonna be in and out.
Sorry, there was an ad.
What are you watching?
No, it was just an ad. It came up. Sorry, my Twitter. Sorry.
God.
I got a notification. Go ahead.
I turned Asuka's body backwards.
Well, Jaychele, what do you think about Elimination Chamber?
I'm excited for Bianca to win, and if she doesn't, I think I'm probably gonna cry. There's a chance I could take 2 L's today, maybe even 3. I could take an Athena L, I could take a Bianca Belair L, and I could take a Tasha Steelz L, and I will cry in Black Woman. So
it has to be Bianca,
dude. I think Alexa has a chance here, though.
She might be like in the finals, like it might be them, but I just if it's Alexa, I'll boycott.
I will
Bianca
never.
Would then have so many achievements though, like Royal Rumble, main event WrestleMania, Elimination Chamber winner. Like, just give it to me, dude.
I mean, I think Bianca's the only answer. So,
and she's entering last. She's entering last.
Oh,
yeah. They said that they had her. She won the gauntlet match on Raw. Rhea Ripley was the workhorse in that. She was there for like 45 minutes or some shit. It was crazy. I didn't watch Raw though. I don't like that shit. But I'm excited for this match. I hope that Bianca wins. If she doesn't, I'll be having a meltdown on Twitter. Let's quickly talk a little bit about the Wrestling Observer Newsletter Awards here.
Oh. People really take these things to heart.
Yeah.
They were fighting on Twitter about these awards. And I just have to say, they're subjective awards, guys. People vote for them. It's not like it's not the end of the world. It really isn't.
Okay. Let's start with Rookie of the Year. Do you guys remember who that was?
Jade?
Yes. Yes. She was also on the list for most overrated.
Of course she was. She's green like money, but people think she's a different kind of green.
Yeah.
I love her, though. I don't care. If you think she's overrated, then that's a you.
I mean, I love Jade. She's getting better every match she has.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She does deserve Rookie of the Year. I also deserve Rookie of the Year. So if we can have that arranged in some form, I don't know who's going to give me that award, but 5 months and I'm achieving
we can do Demo Divas Awards and we'll
give
just
them
win.
to us. Yeah, that's a good idea. Can we arrange that for next show?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we should make
that
happen.
Wait, we can give ourselves superlatives.
That's cute.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes.
It's high school. We're NXT 2.0!
Okay, I'm leaving. I'll see you guys next week.
Oh, good lord. Oh, that made my stomach hurt. I don't know why I screamed like that. I got really excited. I'm sorry, guys. We also have Ty Conti for the most improved winner.
She deserves it.
Yeah.
She's worked hard, and I think she's improved in a lot of little ways. It's the details. And I think there's really, I just love her. I love Ty Conti. I want her to have everything.
Oh my god. I love her match with Britt. I really thought that was her best showing that we've seen. Her being able to work on a pay-per-view after like the years she's had. She came from NXT where like I guess she knew some stuff, but she didn't really have that same caliber of talent that she has now. I'm very excited for what this year holds for her. I think she'll see it. Oh, we have a guest. Oh, hello. Oh God, I have donuts. Come say hi since you're already here. You got to step over it. Oh God.
Hi, buddy.
Do you like this? Do you like Bianca Belair?
Yeah.
She gonna win?
Yeah.
Bianca for
Yeah.
champion. Champion. Okay. Oh, here, take Asuka. Okay, love you. Okay. Sorry, guys. Guess
That was the only confirmation we needed that Bianca's.
Yeah.
That's it.
That wasn't even a prediction. That was a spoiler.
It was a spoiler. It was Paul Heyman vibes. Dude, that was unexpected. I apologize for that. He's been on the show multiple times at this point. He should just be a returning cast member. But Ty Conti, yes, she had her best match at Full Gear. I'm excited for her and what will happen for her this year. I think she has a lot of potential. TBS champion is what I was saying before he walked in. I'm excited for her. She's gonna kill it. Any other final thoughts about Ty?
No.
Okay. The worst feud of the year involved a woman, so we'll talk about it. We had Randy Orton versus The Fiend versus Alexa Bliss.
Fair. It was not. Listen, Alexa Bliss should not have been in there doing all the Fiend magic stuff. She was fine. I don't know why she had to be there. I really don't.
Alexa also got worst gimmick. Number 2 was Nikki ASH. That feels reflective of a certain division.
Yeah, that's an indictment of that division.
There you go. That's a big word.
Oh. Wow.
Whoa.
Soulmate moments on camera. Oh my god. Yeah. Alexa, I just want 5 Feet of Fury back, dude. I said it before. I'm saying it again. I thought that's what we were going to get. But no, it looks like she needs Lily now. And that's what this whole therapy thing was for. And just fuck off. She's doing some cool moves on Twitter and on Instagram. And that shit looks cool. I just don't know, dude. I don't know.
The gimmick is bad. The story was bad. Why wouldn't they just wash their hands of that? Like, why is this going to follow her apparently for like the rest of her career?
She sells dolls and shit, so I guess that's why they just continue to do it. But
well, it's bad. Like, where's
I
the
know, but like, even if it's bad and it sells, they don't care, you know?
It's true.
But what if you had things that were good and then they sold? Like, why can't we have both?
Because we can't be happy, dude.
Why?
Because that's what they say.
Okay.
We have to go in and change it, I guess. But somebody would have to leave first. Multiple people would have to leave first. Leave the planet? I don't know. Leave the company? I don't know. Whatever. But we did get a lot of the negative awards towards WWE. Yeah. Once again, what was the word you used?
They're subjective.
Oh, indictment.
My favorite was the worst pay-per-view list.
Yeah, it literally just completely.
There was like every pay-per-view they had that year.
Yeah.
Yep. Sounds accurate. As long as Bianca's WrestleMania wasn't on there, I was fine. And it was the other WrestleMania. So I was like, perfect. You know? No sweat off my chest. As long as you stay away from Sasha and Bianca, unless it's for match of the year, we're cool.
That's fair.
Sasha and Bianca was match of the year. I don't want to hear it. Bianca should have been ranked higher than Britt on the women's MVP list. Let me see if I can find that. I was trying to find that and I couldn't. Utami won, right? I don't want to. Yeah, that's who I thought, but I couldn't find it. Utami won. Then there was Britt. I think Deonna was up there too, maybe.
Yeah.
And
I just wonder what they factor in when deciding MVP. Like, is it their value to the division? Like, because if Britt was gone from the division because AW's women's division is so small, it would be really noticeable. Utami is like the heart and soul.
Is this the place to have the conversation that the reason that Britt is so over is because she's the only woman that the company has pushed? And that's why in comparison, she looks like such a bigger star. Like, no disrespect to Britt. If we took her out of her environment right now and we put her in WWE, right? I don't think we would necessarily be able to say the same things about her. Obviously, she has a strong character. She's a pretty good wrestler, good to decent wrestler, you know. She does have some stuff to work on. She's great on the hard cam. She has a lot of personality. But, like, beyond that, I feel like a lot of it was the company's doing. So I feel like if there were other women who were pushed as well as her, in comparison to her, then I don't know if she would look like as much of a star as she currently does.
That's fair. I think a lot of the people who get over in the AW women's division get over because they're good wrestlers. Like, Shida is over because she's a really good wrestler.
Yeah.
Not because she gets time. Same with Riho. Same with Serena Deeb.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Britt is
Chris
over.
Statlander.
Yeah. Britt is over because she's a great character and she cuts great promos and she's always in interesting stories. So in WWE, she wouldn't get that though. Like, they wouldn't let her be anything close to what she is in AEW.
Yeah.
If she was the like Dr. Britt Baker DMD, she would be like Isaac Yankum in WWE.
Oh God.
She'd be like doing teeth instead of doing matches.
Oh, God, good Lord. Let's try to wrap this show up now so you guys can catch the Elimination Chamber show. We hope you enjoyed our pre-show. We have been the Demo Divas. Let's do all of our plugs. Let's start with Haley. You smiled, so I had to start with you.
You guys can follow me on Twitter right there. Oh, I'm getting kind of better at this, I guess. I also do ADH Divas with these two on Body Slam, so you can check us out on the Body Slam socials. You can also follow us on Twitter at ADH Divas Pod. I also do some writing stuff. I'm a writer over at Nerds and Beyond. I do like wrestling and like nerdy stuff, so you can check me out there. That's it.
Kai?
Okay, well, you can follow me on Twitter at Fuller_Kylie. I'm getting a new tattoo today, so I'll put a picture of it. You can come see it. I'm so excited. My appointment's in an hour. I'm so excited.
Oh my God.
But like Haley said, I'm ADH Divas. I do interviews and other shows, reviews, news, sort of things on the Body Slam Net YouTube channel. I just do all sorts of things. I'm just here to have fun and do all the things.
Love that.
Do all the things. I've been Jaychele. I do lots of stuff. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Jaychele Nicole. I just made a major announcement yesterday, working on a project called Wrestling with Whiteness, which you guys have probably heard about before. There's a Tasha Steelz interview out. There's going to be a Ricky Starks interview out on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Super, super excited for that. Kylie, are you getting an American Nightmare tattoo on your neck?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
I'm not a color girl.
Okay.
So, maybe in the future I'll change my mind and I'll get it.
Okay. Sorry, I had to interrupt my plug for that. That was a really good comment. But yeah, you guys can follow me on my Twitter. I also have a link tree in my bio on my Twitter, which will take you to all of my YouTube channels, everything I'm doing. I also do a show on the Late Night Grin called The Free Agent Show with Joe Holpert, which is an amazing show. We always talk about the free agents in wrestling. This week, hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing changes. We should be talking about Cody and where he'll be ending up. I also am on the show, the Monday Night Lore Show, which is on the Late Night Grin Patreon. You can subscribe there for $1 a month. So yeah, go to latenightgrin.com for that. And I think that's all that we have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for checking us out. We're so happy to be here, and we hope you enjoy Elimination Chamber if possible. Bye, guys.